Listen to me. You owe it to yourself in 2025. You owe it to yourself to stop talking about it and finally be about it. You owe it to yourself to stop making excuses and start making progress. You owe it to yourself to stop saying one day and make today the day. Nobody is coming to push you out of bed at 4:30 a.m. Nobody is coming to tell you to get off Netflix and get on your purpose. Nobody is coming to tell you to put down the excuses, the fear, the comfort, and step into the uncomfortable to become who you said you would be. Because you said you wanted to be great. You said you wanted to change your family's life. You said you wanted to get healthy, get disciplined, get your mind right. So why are you waiting for someone to give you permission? Why are you waiting for perfect conditions? Why are you waiting for your feelings to align? You owe it to yourself in 2025 to stop waiting and start moving. I need you to understand this. There's another level for your life, another level for your mind, another level for your discipline, your health, your faith, your bank account, your family's future. But it's not going to happen while you're waiting for motivation. You have to move, even when you don't feel like it. You have to grind, even when you're tired. You have to show up, even when nobody is clapping for you, when nobody sees you, when nobody encourages you, because you owe it to yourself. You have survived too much to be playing small in 2025. You have come through too many storms, too many tears, too many battles to sit around living like you don't have a calling. You think it's hard to discipline yourself now? It's going to be even harder to look back and realize you wasted another year. Another year scrolling, another year talking, another year complaining, another year dreaming with no execution. Listen, you owe it to yourself to keep the promises you make to yourself. You owe it to yourself to see what happens if you give it 100%. You owe it to yourself to find out who you can become if you stop quitting on yourself every time it gets hard. Your future self is waiting on you to show up in 2025 with all you've got. Your family needs it. Your future needs it. But before anybody else can get it, you have to believe you're worth it. That your dreams matter. That your future matters. That your purpose matters. Get up. Get focused. Get consistent. Do what you said you would do. You owe it to yourself in 2025 to stop living in regret and start living in results. Stop waiting, start moving. Too many people are waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time, the perfect energy, the perfect environment, the perfect mood before they start taking action on what they say they want. They keep telling themselves they will start tomorrow, next week, when they get paid, when they have more time, when they feel motivated, when the kids grow up, when the distractions clear out. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect time. And every day you keep waiting is a day you are training yourself to live with excuses instead of progress. You have to stop thinking about what you don't have and start using what you do have. You have breath in your lungs. You have a mind that can think. You have a body that can move, and you have the ability to decide. That is enough to start. Stop talking about your plans and get up and take the first small action towards your goals, because small actions compound and build unstoppable momentum, while waiting kills dreams quietly, slowly, and painfully. You think waiting protects you from failure, but it actually guarantees it. You think waiting is helping you prepare, but it is only feeding fear. You think waiting will give you more confidence, but confidence is built by showing up, failing, adjusting, and growing, not by sitting in your head planning and worrying. While you are waiting for your feelings to align, someone else is out there moving, getting better, taking the opportunities you want, building the discipline you lack, and separating themselves from the pack because they stopped waiting and started moving. You have to stop negotiating with your excuses and start commanding yourself to move, even when you don't feel like it, even when you are tired, even when you are scared. You have to move in the direction of what you say you want, because motion creates clarity, motion creates energy, motion creates opportunities, and motion creates breakthroughs. Too many people think they need clarity before they move, but real clarity only comes when you take action, get feedback, and adjust your strategy in real time. Sitting on your goals is not going to make them happen, and wishing for your life to change will never make your life change. Only movement does that. Every day you choose to move, you build your mental toughness, you build your trust in yourself, you build your discipline, and you step closer to the results you want. You have to move in faith, move with urgency, and move with intention. If you want a new level in your life, you have to take new actions, and you cannot wait for the feeling to hit you before you move. The feeling comes after you move. The confidence comes after you move. The energy comes after you move. The opportunities show up after you move, and the doors begin to open after you move. Waiting is the enemy of your future, and moving is the only way to break through the limitations you have been living in for too long. Keep promises to yourself. Every time you say you will wake up early and you hit the snooze button, you are teaching yourself that your words mean nothing. Every time you say you will go to the gym and you skip it, you are showing yourself that your goals don't matter. Every time you say you will stop scrolling and start working, but you keep scrolling anyway, you are breaking trust with yourself in a way that chips away at your confidence, your belief, and your self-respect. The promises you make to yourself are the foundation of your self-discipline and your self-worth. If you can't trust yourself to do what you say you will do, you will struggle to trust yourself to handle the bigger opportunities you want in life. It is easy to keep promises to others because you fear their judgment, but you ignore the silent damage you cause when you keep breaking the promises you make to yourself, thinking it doesn't matter because no one sees it. But you see it. Your mind sees it, your spirit sees it, and every broken promise becomes another piece of evidence you collect against yourself when you are doubting your ability to go to the next level. You don't need more motivation. You need to become a person who honors your word. You need to become someone who does what you say you will do, especially when no one is watching, especially when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's inconvenient. That is how you build unshakable confidence, not by reading affirmations, but by living in alignment with your word. When you say you will get up early, get up early. When you say you will finish the task, finish the task. When you say you will eat clean, eat clean. When you say you will invest in your goals, invest in your goals. It is not about perfection. It is about building the discipline to follow through when your feelings change. Your feelings will change daily, but your commitment cannot change if you want to transform your life. Keeping promises to yourself is how you build discipline in your mind. And discipline is the currency you need to purchase the future you want. Every time you honor your word to yourself, you build momentum. You build trust within. You start to see yourself as a type of person who shows up, who finishes, who stays consistent, who executes, who can be relied on even by yourself. You need to understand that the small promises matter just as much as the big promises. If you say you will read for 10 minutes, read for 10 minutes. If you say you will put your phone down and work for an hour, work for that hour. If you say you will go for a run, go for that run. These small acts of integrity compound over time into an unshakable mindset because the way you do one thing becomes the way you do everything. And if you cannot keep small promises, you will sabotage the bigger goals when they come because you have not trained yourself to follow through. Ask ChatGPT, discipline over feelings. Most people are living at the mercy of their feelings, letting every emotion decide whether they will show up, whether they will work, whether they will stay consistent, whether they will honor their goals. Feelings are temporary. They change with your mood, with your environment, with your energy levels, with your circumstances. And if you keep allowing feelings to run your life, you will keep living a life of inconsistency and regret. Discipline is what separates those who talk about success from those who live it. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, regardless of whether you feel like it or not, regardless of whether you are tired, unmotivated, uncomfortable, or stressed. The people you admire, the people you see winning, are not winning because they feel motivated every day. They are winning because they train themselves to do what is required, regardless of how they feel. Discipline is freedom, but most people see it as restriction because they have never lived with the power that comes from honoring your commitments when your feelings scream for you to quit. Discipline means getting up when your bed is warm and your body is telling you to sleep in. Discipline means sticking to your diet when your mind is craving comfort food. Discipline means working on your goals. When your friends are out relaxing, when your body is tired, when your mind is distracted, discipline is choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. It is telling yourself that your future matters more than your current mood. It is telling yourself that your goals are not negotiable because your feelings are temporary, but the results you want are permanent. Discipline is the muscle that must be exercised daily. And just like any muscle, it grows under resistance. Every time you choose discipline over feelings, you get stronger and it becomes easier to show up the next time. Every time you choose your feelings over discipline, you get weaker and it becomes easier to quit the next time. You cannot wait to feel ready to start. You cannot wait to feel motivated to continue. You cannot wait to feel excited to show up. You must move, work, execute, train, build, and grow, even when the feelings are not there, because the feelings you want will come after you act, not before. Your mind wants comfort. Your emotions want comfort, but your goals require discomfort. Discipline means you act according to your values and your vision, not your emotions. It means you get up and work even when your mind tells you it's okay to skip today. It means you stick to your plan even when your mood tells you to relax. It means you keep going when your body feels tired because you understand that your body follows your mind and your mind will follow your discipline. The results you want require consistency, and consistency requires discipline, and discipline requires you to lead your feelings, not be led by them. Your future needs your focus now. The dreams you have for your life, the level you want to reach, the freedom you want to build, the health you want to maintain, the mindset you want to develop, all require your focus now, not later. Most people keep pushing their focus into tomorrow, thinking they will have more energy, more clarity, more opportunity, but tomorrow is built by what you focus on today. Every moment you spend distracted is a moment you are stealing from your future. Every hour you waste scrolling, every day you waste in procrastination, every week you waste not being intentional with your time is a week you are taking away from the progress your future needs to see. Your future is not a random accident that will happen to you one day. It is being built by your actions and your focus every single day. If you want to see results in your life, you need to learn to direct your focus where it matters and protect it from everything that is draining it. Focus is not just about doing more. It is about doing what matters with the energy and urgency it requires. You cannot keep letting distractions, notifications, entertainment, and other people's opinions scatter your mind if you want to build something significant in your life. Your focus is one of your greatest assets, but you have to learn to train it and guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. Your future needs your focus on your habits, on your discipline, on your health, on your finances, on your skill development, on your mindset, on your spiritual growth, on your purpose, and on the goals that you know will move your life forward. Too many people are living in survival mode, only focusing on what is urgent and never on what is important, and they wonder why their future looks exactly like their present. You need to make it non-negotiable to give your best energy to the things that will build your future, not just the things that are easy and comfortable right now. Your future family needs your focus now so you can create financial security for them. Your future health needs your focus now so you can have energy and longevity. Your future mind needs your focus now so you can handle stress and challenges with strength. Your future goals need your focus now so you can build the discipline, the skills, and the consistency required to achieve them. Focus is about saying no to the unnecessary and yes to the necessary, even when the unnecessary is easier and more entertaining. It is about prioritizing growth over comfort, progress over procrastination, and intention over impulse. Your future is shaped by what you give your time and mind to today, not by what you hope for later. The future you want will not happen by accident, and it will not happen if you keep letting distractions control your days and weeks. You need to develop tunnel vision for what matters, cutting out the noise that is keeping you stuck where you are and locking in on what will take you where you need to go. Live in results, not regret. Most people are living in regret while telling themselves they are waiting for the right time to act, the right time to move, the right moment to pursue what they say they want. Regret comes from knowing what you should be doing, but allowing distractions, fear, comfort, and laziness to keep you from doing it. Regret comes from the opportunities you let slip because you chose convenience over commitment, comfort over courage, and excuses over execution. You have to decide that you will not be someone who looks back at your life wishing you had started when you first felt the urge, wishing you had stayed consistent when it got hard, wishing you had given your best instead of giving your leftovers. You need to live in results because results show you that your effort matters, that your consistency matters, that your decisions matter, that you are capable of progress when you refuse to quit on yourself. Results build confidence because they are evidence that you are moving forward, that your days are not being wasted, that you are not just existing but building. Regret robs you of your energy and makes you live in cycles of frustration and self-pity, but results give you momentum and clarity, pushing you to keep going. Too many people think they will have more time, but time is not guaranteed, and each day you waste becomes a memory of regret that could have been a stepping stone of results. Living in results means you take ownership of your actions, your habits, your mindset, and your choices daily. It means you measure your progress, you track your habits, you reflect on your days and weeks, and you are brutally honest with yourself about whether you are producing the outcomes you say you want or just talking about them. It means you stop hiding behind potential and start holding yourself accountable to progress. You do not get results by wishing, waiting, and hoping. You get results by doing, showing up, staying consistent, and refusing to let temporary emotions and circumstances control your actions. Living in results requires discipline and self-leadership because you will have to say no to what is easy so you can say yes to what will move your life forward. It requires you to get clear on what you want and to build your days around actions that will get you closer to it. It requires you to push through discomfort, to embrace challenges, to keep going when you are tired, to stay focused when distractions pull at you. Results require you to become someone who is not satisfied with talking about dreams, but is determined to turn dreams into reality through daily disciplined action. Regret will always be louder in the minds of those who know they could have done more but chose not to, while results will always be the quiet evidence in the lives of those who chose to execute, even when it was hard. You get to choose which one you will live in by the decisions you make and the actions you take each day.